Hi, it's Susie with Creative Cafe, and we're back again for part 4 of our tutorial series. And we're going to make this page, and we're going to make this page, and we're going to do the back cover. So, what you're going to need is a 9x6 envelope like this. You need to get your 2 pieces cut, 9x6 pattern paper, whatever paper you're going to use. And I try to completely cover my envelope. So it really doesn't matter if this is going to be the orange or the white. You're never going to see it. So anyway, you want to get them completely covered, front and back, and once you do, then do your holes with your Bind-It-All, or however you're going to bind your mini. Now what I chose to do on this page is I chose to do some of the little stamps, and what I did was just back it in some black cardstock. Get this stuck down. And then and this one I'm going to bring pretty close to the rings, or the holes there for my binding. Just kind of get it laid straight, or what looks straight to me. It looks like I'm a little off. I'm really bad about not liking to be crooked. So, okay. Then I chose this piece of the curtain call paper. I just cut it out, this big ticket. I cut it out of one of the pages, and then I've backed it in some of the craft color paper, and then some black, and I popped it up on dimensionals. And I know that's a lot of dimensionals, but I like to make sure that they're not going to sag, I guess is what you'd call it. I like them to stay nice and standing up. So as soon as I get all these little papers off here, we will stick it on. And in this mini, I'm doing the same thing as I did in the last. I'm not going to put any photo mats on the page. I just think it would be better. I always kind of feel and make sure that I've got all the little papers off. And I'm just going to kind of center it, but I am going to let it hang over. And I'm going to tilt this towards me because I really want this centered so that there's room for photos. Okay. And anyway, there is, and remember, of course, to bind your sides before you start sticking anything on, after you get them papered. And on the back side here, I have chose to make a pocket with this curtain call paper, and I think I'm going this way with it. And what I did was I simply used my sticky strip, or scoring tape. I always call scoring tape sticky strip, so when I do that, just overlook it. It is scoring tape. And I'm going to once again just put it as close to my bind it holes there as I can, and that creates, of course, my pocket. Then I have my 2 tags. If I can find what I did with them. I have carried them off. Here they are. My 2 tags, and what I did with my 2 tags is I found these black Ranger tags, and of course the beige ones at Michael's. And if you don't have these, then like I said before, just make your own. They're 6 1/4 by 3 1/8. My pattern papers that I stuck on here are 6 1/4, which I don't think that's right. I've got that measurement wrote down, but I don't think it's right. Is a 5 by 3. So that is the measurement of my pattern paper, is 5 by 3 is what I put on. And then the tags, make sure I wrote it down right, 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I had it wrong. So if you're making your tags, just make them 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then your pattern paper can be 5 by 3. And I did both sides that way, and they're just going to set in the pocket. And that's pretty much those pages. Now for the back cover, this is the chipboard. Your back chipboard cover is going to be 5 1/2 by 9. Nope. I did that wrong. It's going to be a 6 by 9. The back cover is 6 by 9. Your front cover will be a 5 1/2 by 9, but the back cover is a 6 by 9. Now what I did was I made a photo mat, and my photo mat is a 4 by 5 1/2 in the black cardstock. Then my mat is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Then my tag that I have made is a 4 by 4. The cardstock is 4 by 4, and then my mats are 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Now my little pocket here that is on Pop Dots is a 5 by 2 3/4, and then whatever you're going to place on yours. This here, I've used some of this little ticket page backed it in some of the polka dotted paper. So what I did first was put my Pop Dots, and once again, you know, I use a lot of Pop Dots because I like it to stand up well and not sag. And on some of these I have 2 different sizes because I was running out of the little ones, so I just simply mixed them going along this bottom with some of the bigger Pop Dots. Get them all off of here. And remember on your chipboard also that you're going to do your binding the same way as you have all your pages. Remember to paper both sides first. I can't stress that enough because I don't know how many times I have done something like that. Papered the first page and then turn around and go ahead and punch the holes and forgot to paper the back side. When I placed mine on, I did tilt mine just a little, just to give it a little, I don't know, something different. I didn't lay it on there straight. So I give it kind of a shift. Now I didn't put my photo mat in until I had done that, so I knew exactly where I was going to put the photo mat because I needed this to be sure and stay out of those binding holes. So that is just what I did. I put it first. Then I get my photo mat all nice and papered, and I'm going to kind of turn it towards me, and I just kind of, I think I might tilt this one a little this way just to give it a little something different there. So I'm just going to tilt it down, and then of course that's going to be for the picture. And if I don't like it going quite so far down, one thing about the ATG gun, I can kind of stick it back up I may want to come up out of that just a little more. I might want to bring that where it's not quite so far down in there. And then just take something and get it good and mashed down in there. Okay, then my tag is simply going to set in my pocket. Just like that. Now, on the back side of my cover, I just distressed some of this craft colored paper and cut out some of the picture out of the paper, backed it in some black, and then turned around and backed it in some of the lighter colored paper. I really can't give you no measurements on that because it really just depends on what you're going to put in your album. So anyway, this is the back chipboard cover. So that's part 4 on this tutorial series, and then part 5 will be the final one, and it will be the front cover. So another 2 days you'll get that. So thanks so much for watching.